Hey y'all, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. So, as you guys can see by the title, today I will be doing a story time when I was fucking with this broke boy and he beat me up. He didn't physically like beat me up like boof boof bam, but like it was on some like picking me up, dropping me, choke slam, shit like that, right? Okay, so we're gonna call him David, and we're gonna have girl one, girl two, and girl three, right? So, girl one, we were all with like a group of guys, right? We were with them because girl one was dating David's friend, right? So that's how like we were all together. So I told I told one of the guys like he's cute, like who is that, right? So like, oh, that's my man, like he put in the work for him. So it's like you could have been told me he was broke, which is why niggas is weird. So niggas is like, oh yeah, that's my man, hyping him up. Whole time he's wearing his man's fit. So girl two was also feeling David. So it was like, damn, like, you know? So I guess he was feeling me, he was feeling girl two, and he was feeling girl three. Right? So like he was just feeling like the man at this moment because it's like, niggas he was feeling like man. So anyways, the party ended up getting shut down or whatever, the B&B, whatever, everyone had to go home and whatnot. And we ended up leaving. So I was the driver. Girl three was in the car with me, and David was in the back, whatever. So like, I peeped David trying to talk to girl three, and I'm like, is this nigga weird? Like he was just talking to me. So, anyways, in less than like an hour of us leaving the spot, David and girl three is on South Beach having a spit battle. Like literally, they're spit on each other, like, and I'm just like, nah, they're losing me. Anyways, from that I'm like, yeah, he's done. Like you're lame. Like that was that, right? Mind you, the reason why I wanted the reason why I wanted David was because I originally was fucking with one of girls one man's friend. Come to find out he had a girlfriend. So I'm like, nah, this nigga is weird, right? The girlfriend ended up finding my Instagram. I don't know how. Her friend ended up calling me on Instagram like, oh, that's my man. Da, 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 So I'm like, yeah, he's out of here. So it's like, he ended up catching a flight back to New York, like the next day or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, he's done for. So that's when I met David. And I'm like, yeah, like, that nigga's a dub. Like, I'm gonna fuck with David. Anyways, me and David is vibing or whatever. We get back to the hotel room or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, this is about to be my man. Wrong decision ever. Like, I really should have let girl three have him or let girl two. So it's like, I really was begging and I ended up with a broke nigga. So now let's fast forward. Oh yeah, wait. So let me tell you how he started to know that like I was a little trick or whatever. But I ain't a trick no more. Like it's not giving that. Like no, it's not giving trick or treat. Like none of that. So like we end up getting stuck in Miami because they kept canceling flights because that's when Corona had just started. This was like March 2020. Yeah, March 2020. So I was gonna go to Shake Shack and I asked him if he wanted, and he said yeah. One of his other men said yeah. So I ended up getting a Shake Shack for like everybody. And then I ended up doing this 2 days in a row. So he was basically like he basically got the impression like, oh yeah, whatever, right? So now let's fast forward to us getting back to the towns, right? We get back to New York, whatever, and like because COVID had just started, nobody was really going to school. Like everybody was fake, like chilling, like so. Um, girl one and girl two, they had a house in like upstate or whatever. So like everyone from the trip, fake like went up there, whatever. So they had already left and the car was full. So me and David now was thinking like, how can we get up there? So I took the initiative to call a Uber from Queens, New York to Harlem to Albany, right? That Uber was like $300, right? I paid for it. So we get to Albany now, and we're like, everybody's like settling, whatever, whatever the case may be. For the most part of it, he was cool for like a couple days. So the first altercation, I can't really remember that good, but the first altercation was when he thought I took his charger because I guess he had his charger plugged into an outlet, but someone took it and I had ended up plugging my charger in that outlet. So he started to argue with me saying that that's his charger. I'm like, that's not your charger, bro. That's my charger. Anyways, we're going back and forth. We're arguing. I'm like, that's not your charger. This nigga picks me up and choke slams me on the floor. Like, literally on some John Cena shit. Like, picks me up and drops me. Headlock, boom. No one does anything, right? Another altercation we had was when girl one and her boyfriend and me and David, we had went to McDonald's, right? We went to McDonald's and I don't remember if I was driving or not. I don't think I was driving. I think me and girl one was in the back seat and I don't know. I wasn't driving though. So we went to McDonald's or whatever, and I remembered we were about to drive off, and then I remembered we had no cups. So I'm like, yo, reverse and ask them if we could get some cups for the crib. David gets mad and says, why the fuck I ain't been say that? Da, 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 da. Like, whoa, why are you so mad? And I've came to the conclusion that niggas that are broke tend to take out their anger on females. Like, that's kind of very weird. Like, you're mad because you're broke? Okay. So now, I want to fast forward to, like, all of that happening, right? So, there was one incident where I brought up how he's always putting his hands on me, but when we were in Miami and girl 3 had spat on him, he didn't spit back. I'm like, I'm over here holding it down for you, and you keep trying to violate me. So he was on some shit like, I definitely spat back on her, da 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 da, whatever the case may be. But it's on some shit like, why you keep doing that to me? So now one day or whatever, I guess we're not gonna get too in depth to that, but let's just say I had bread coming in. So he texts me. I'm gonna put the messages up here. So he texts me and he was like, I think this was probably the second time or the third time that I had given him money, right? The first time I had gave him money, I had gave him $700 because his mom, like, he tried to make me feel bad. He was basically, like, every time we argued, I would tell him, like, yo, go home, because it's like, you're respectfully only here because of me, and, like, you can really go home. Like, you have a crib you can go home to. Like, you don't gotta be here. Like, you can go home. he was like, oh, his mom has lupus. He don't want to go in the house with her and then make her sick, yada yada yada. So you know, I was feeling bad. He ain't have no bread, so I gave him $700 or whatever, right? Feel me? That happened, and once again, he put his hands on to like confining my friends. Like this just keep happening, and they were just on some shit like, bro, like I keep saying like I'm gonna stop fucking with him, and I end up still fucking with him because it's like I was just dumb. Feel me? I was just dumb, and I just wanted somebody to be there for me. So it's like I would always go back after him putting his hands on me. So this time it was kind of serious when I was like, yeah, I'm done. Like I'm not having it. Heard the messages. He was like, I'm sorry. Um, I was talking to your friend, yada yada yada, just chatting. And basically, niggas was basically clowning him because it's like niggas would go grocery shopping every day. Well, not every day, but like niggas would go grocery shopping and he would never have bread to put up. So it's just like, where's your bread, babes? Like, so niggas was clowning him, and yeah, I don't take it because it's like, babes, like I'm really holding it down for you, and you're violating me, like. So now here's when it really starts to get serious because this one time I had brought up the spitting situation again, and this nigga literally lifts me up by when I say my neck, like he's literally gripping my skin and lifting me off the floor by my neck. Like my foot is not even touching the floor. And then he drops me. Like I'm gonna show you guys what my neck looked like, which is mad crazy.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
At this point, yeah, my friends jumped in for this one because he had me hammed in the bathroom in the corner, like on the wall, like on some shit. And basically I wouldn't really blame my friends because they were like telling me like, if you're gonna be done with him, be done with him, but I just kept going back. Feel me? That was on me. So now later that night he texts me like, I love you.
You don't love nobody. You love your own self. Somebody love you. And so
Suck my dick. So I'm like, no funny shit, your dad, that's a manipulator. He said, I'm a manipulator because I love you. That's not love, babes. Like, no, you're a manipulator. I'm like, same way you told a bitch you fuck with nobody because you needed something, manipulator. Like, niggas is losing me. Like, you're a loser. I literally had to be the dumbest bitch on earth to really believe the shit that he was saying to me. Like, first of all, basically after that last incident where the whole neck situation, I'm just like, yeah, like, do not come back in this room. Like, it's clipped for you. Sleep on a couch, go downstairs, do something with yourself, my nigga. Get some money, do something productive. He was basically saying this, I'm sorry, I don't want us to fall out. A girl I'm never going to, whatever the fuck he's saying, just read it. Like, I'd be lonely not knowing where I'm going to sleep.
Them a living at your DM like them now.
Like, I'm like, bro, you say this every time. Be apologizing and shit, and it be the same results, bro. So it's like, what's gonna change? What's really gonna change, babes? So now, I think I started talking back to him again, and I had touched some more bread or whatever. So that's when he texted me like, if you get some bread over this, can I hold a couple of dollars? Whatever the case may be. At this time now, I think I had gave him $400, right? I had gave him $400, and I had bought him weed, and I had bought him gummy weed, whatever you call that weed, candy weed, I don't know. I had bought him edibles. I don't even smoke. The weed was $130, and the candy was like, I don't fucking know. But so now I think we had gotten to an argument where he was like, oh, I bought you, I don't do shit for you, I bought you food. Bitch, you bought me food the money that I gave you. Fuck you mean? You bought me food. That's my bread. You didn't buy me shit, nigga. I bought myself something. Then it's like, he spent all his money on weed, and then he comes back to me telling me he's hungry. Why didn't you eat the weed? Like, you didn't think you were gonna be hungry? Like, I was just so confused. Anyways, so I'm bombing him because it's like, bro, we've been here for 2 months now. We've been here for 2 months. You told me you're gonna get your money up. Da da da. Da. I'm holding it down because feel me. If I'm fucking with somebody, why would I not hold it down if they're in like a tough situation? He was just not getting his money up, and it was just like, bro, like, you asked me for bread to go to the towns to pick up what you needed to pick up, and you came back with no bread. Like, you came back with an empty hand, no bread. Like,
fine boy, no money.
now I'm just
Fine boy, empty pockets.
I'm tired of your shit because I'm holding it down and you're beating on me. Not literally beating on me, but you're putting your hands on me, and I'm holding it down for you. Like, so now I'm really bombing him, as y'all can see. Like, I'm like, for a person like me to be holding down for you and I barely knew you, you should be kissing before I woke, and instead of you disrespect me, you violate me and you put on a show. Like, he literally was trying to violate me in front of all his mans and my friends, and it's like, bro, like, everyone here knows you're broke. So I don't even know why you're doing that. Like, so now let's get to the last situation that happened that really took the icing on the top, and I was just done. Like, feel me? So now we get into another bigger argument because once again he has placed his hands on me. He put his hands on me, and now I think we were like getting ready to leave, or like I was just cleaning up. So everyone is cleaning, like big Sunday, music are played, mappa sweep, all that. Everyone is cleaning. He's not doing nothing. So I'm ignoring him. Now, and I'm cleaning. He gets tight, and I'm like, bro, go home. Like, I'm the reason you're here. Go home. Like, nobody wants you here. You don't put up for the grocery. You don't do shit. You don't got no money. You're a bum. Go home. Now I'm bombing him because now I'm fed up. I'm bombing him. He like, oh, he can't go home because his mama is stupid. I said, I don't give a fuck. Mind you, I didn't say I don't give a fuck as in I don't give a fuck about your mom, but I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. I don't give a fuck about your circumstances. I don't give a fuck about the situation you're in. It's clip. I don't give a fuck. This nigga takes a big ass Gatorade bottle and like just tosses it at my back. My back, my neck, my head, just tosses it at me. So I'm like, oh, what does boy just do? I fling him just fingers and come in the top? No. Alright, bet. So you know what I do? I get a Gatorade bottle, I open it, chop, drowning him with the juice. I'm drowning him now. So that happens. So yeah, that happens now, and he gets really pissed, and he like runs to me full force and slams me into the heater. So now that's when everybody runs into the room like, nah, what the fuck is going on? And everybody come help me, like. And at that point, I was just like, bro, go home. You're an aggressive ass bum. How you broke and you mad at me? And I'm giving you money. I'm your mother. The fuck? I'm your mother. Like,
all these bitches is my sons.
How you disrespecting me? And I'm taking care of you. I had another altercation with him though, where he was just talking shit. He was talking shit on the gram, and I'm just like, bro, you don't even have no money. How dare you? What Nikki said? The fact that you would even discuss, not even my looks, the fact that you would even discuss money is quite frankly insane, because you're a bum. How you do that? Like, and that's a story time of the time that I fucked with a bum and he put his hands on me. Never to fuck again. No funny shit. I have a few other bum stories. Like, don't want me to tell them, let me know, because I have a few other bum stories. Like, a lot of bum niggas. Like, New York has a lot of bum niggas. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and give this video a little thumbs up, like, period.